said I've been so tired. Hey, we're live, and I've been tired the last couple of days. Just so I was telling my wife because I was going to bed at 2 a.m.
I mean, football season, it's not easy on our end of football season. It's really not. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of picks, and it's our job to deliver them to you, the public, the adoring fans. What's happening, y'all? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. This is a show we call Pick the Lock. It's where we look at a couple games that everyone thinks are just locked in, dialed in. This is what's going to happen. We're going to give you some options for getting on the other side of that and actually making money. With me today, I have Nick Earle from the Earle Sports Bet Show. What's going on, Nick?
Not too bad. Off to a decent start tonight. Houston's not even making me sweat this game right now against Tulsa. Plus 152 for that money line. Currently, the Penguins are looking good for me. I have them against
hockey.
I'm 6-2 in preseason hockey so far, so I only play half minutes on those.
You're welcome. Nick wasn't even looking at it. Then I called him out. I'm like, "This is your thing, Nick. Get on it." He's like, "It's preseason hockey." I'm like, "Exactly. People want to bet degenerate things. You're good at that." So yeah, 6-2. You're welcome, Nick Earle.
Yeah, and then also I got a push from Washington first five, and I cashed the first five under with New York and Tampa Bay. And so overall, a decent start to tonight, and hopefully it gets a little better.
All right. Well, I wasn't asking for your resume. I just want to know if you're feeling good. Like, how
yeah, that's fair.
I didn't even know what you had for breakfast today. I was just asking. Hey, Sean Higgs, how are you doing? Sean Higgs from Winning Free Picks. How's it going, friend?
Well, my I had for breakfast today. I got Tulsa and Maryland in for a little brunch combo in football.
Ooh.
So.
A little scramble, little breakfast scramble there.
Yeah, that's up a scrambler right now with that Tulsa. Listen. I'm a Houston person now, but I'm not. Dana's got to go. That team.
I'm not mad because I took Houston money line. I took Houston plus the points, but the strength of schedule has kind of been weighing on my brain ever since. Just like, did I make the right call? Am I being a homer? It's the college I went to, obviously. Thank you, Richie P, for hitting that like. Y'all smash that like button if you're just rolling in. Your Dartmouth's looking good. But that strength of schedule for Tulsa has just been definitely more intense than what Houston's had to do. So giggling at giggles. What are you laughing at?
Dartmouth.
I love Dartmouth. You don't like Dartmouth. You don't like Arkansas Pine Bluff. Come on.
You pronounced it Dartmouth? I thought it was Dartmouth. I didn't know.
Guys, I can't run this show by myself. You're supposed to be the experts here. Okay? Louise.
I bet 10 baseball games today.
I'm still in the standing. Oh my God. Let's do a quick check here. I need to know what's going on in the last Woody standing contest. I'm going against the Braves, and they're down 3-0. Okay, I've got Mariners first.
Let's go Mets.
I got the Mets plus 150.
Let's go, Mets. What's going on, Jose Sierra? Okay, so let's start this off. So, Nick, you are looking at Syracuse at Florida State here. FSU minus the 5.5. I know this opened closer to a 7, and the total's 51. So, did it or no? It didn't. My bad. Don't give me that look. I'm not in the mood. Tell me what you think about it. How about that?
I think this game opened around 4.5, 5.
4.5. Sorry, it's one of the other games we're doing.
Looking at this game, my question with this matchup is, why is Florida State favored? This is a Florida State team that has looked like garbage this entire year. They got lucky to make it to an overtime against Notre Dame in week 1. They lost to Jacksonville State in week 2. Wake Forest had their own against them again week 3, and then they were down big early against Louisville, and they made that closer than really the score really displayed. But overall, this is a Louisville, or this is a Florida State team that I have no faith in right now. And on the other side, Syracuse has actually been playing pretty well. Their only loss was to Rutgers, which is perfect against the spread so far this year. They beat a bad Ohio team and a bad Albany team, but then they upset Liberty last week as 6.5-point dogs in that game. I like Syracuse in this matchup. I have this game power ranked at -0.5 for Syracuse, so I have this more of a pick 'em. I got them here plus 175, or I believe it's plus 185 now. I got them at 4.5. I didn't think this line was going to go up, and if anything, I thought this was going to go down more towards a pick 'em. I like the orange in this spot.
The orange. It's not just because you're being a homer, right? You really do like Syracuse. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm with you on this. I really am. I faded them in that first game out against Ohio. That was a mistake.
That's my fault. I talked you into that probably because I was all
no,
over
it was
Ohio.
a guru play, actually. The guru was all over that. He had got it at a +2, and then I took him when it was at the money line, and then it closed at a -2 for Ohio. And so I thought,
I don't feel bad if he was on it. See, great minds think alike. That was the right side, and sometimes you just have a bad. Sometimes it just loses, no matter what.
Well, really, what happened though in that game was the Ohio coach. Remember, Ohio's coach dropped out right before the beginning of the season, and so they're just a poorly coached team. Not saying anything for Syracuse, but I mean that was just not the game for Ohio at all. Okay, so moving right along, we are going to take the Syracuse Orange in this little ACC matchup. Now you're looking towards the SEC. Arkansas kind of quickly becoming a darling for me. They're playing UGA. The total it's UGA -17. That started at a 19.5, and we've got a total at 48. So what's your play here, Higgs?
Yeah, well, so for like Arkansas, you can see here, you know what? People are going to jump on a 17. It was higher. Actually, I put it out on Teaser Tuesday, so, it was actually a little higher than that. But I'm going to, 17 now. Georgia is in play for me. I had this team beginning of the year. I said, let's grab them, national championship plus $8. They're 8-1. I said, I'm going to grab them because all they had to do is beat Clemson, and then they're going to run the table, and you're going to face Alabama. Those are their challenging games. They took care of Clemson. It was ugly. They were missing guys, and we've seen Clemson not play that well. But this team was arguably the best defensive team coming into the season, right? That's how they were ranked for a reason, right? They were supposed to be really good this year. And Arkansas, let's be honest, a little bit of overachieving here. They're ranked 8th in the country. And I'm not a big fan of like the hashtag, we got a top ranking here, but out of nowhere to number 8, you beat Texas, who was coming in with like a newer QB. We saw the Texas, they got the new kid back there and I put up 70 last week, but then they beat A&M, who's having their own quarterback problems. And that team does not look like it was a team that was supposed to take down A&M. Take down Alabama, right? So I'm just not sold on a rushing team. They're going to have to come out here and run. That's their game plan, right? We're going to push it down your throat for 250 yards. Georgia's got 17 NFL draft picks on their defense. You know what I'm saying? This team is always defense first. I'm laying a 17. And just you see the total of 48 and it opened at what, 19, right? So what is this going to be? 34-0, right? I mean, 34th. This just tells you by the total and the game line here. We usually see this, right? SEC teams or whatever, when it's a lane 45 and the total's 54, they're 40-0 blowouts. So in conference here, I think this game should be what, 38-10, 37-6. I think Georgia's going to take it to them. I don't think Arkansas, if they get double digits, I'll be shocked, honest with you. I think the Georgia defense is that good.
When I originally typed this pick in, I thought you were taking Arkansas plus the 17. And I was like, I don't feel like we're picking a lock here, But now that I see what your pick is, I'm with you. Because like I said in the beginning of this, Arkansas has been the darling and everybody's just all over them. But again, you're playing Georgia now. You're in the big leagues and Georgia's got something to play for. And I'm not laying 17 points. That's not how I roll. But
we see Texas choke all the time. We see Texas choke. We see A&M can't win a big game. Last year, Arkansas had a lead on these guys at halftime last year. Arkansas led Georgia at halftime. You know what the final score was? 37-10, Georgia.
Boom.
Okay. I mean, Georgia's better this year. So
they are better. And they're like riled up too. They're riled up, Okay, so Nicholas, let's move into the NFL. We've got the Steelers at the Packers, Green Bay -6.5, totals 45.5. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, I feel like a lot of people are going to be on the Green Bay Packers in this game. They're looking at, they beat San Francisco on Sunday night last week. And, this Pittsburgh team looks like crap. Big Ben looks old. I think this is a great buy low spot on the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. I personally had this game handicapped at Green Bay -4.5. And this is a spot where I already bet Pittsburgh. I got him at 7 before it moved down to 6.5. I still don't mind the 6.5. I can see this being a closer game than people actually expect. And I can potentially see a lower scoring game in this one as well. I can potentially see 23-17 along those lines. I wouldn't be opposed to sprinkling a little bit on the money line here with the Steelers, because this is a situation kind of like what we saw in week number 1, where everybody was on the Bills against the Steelers, and I had the Steelers plus 210 in that game, and that one cashed. I think this is a sneaky little spot for Pittsburgh here. We're seeing it where everyone's down on one team. We saw it on Thursday night with Jacksonville. I think we're going to see it in Higgs' next pick as well. A team that everybody is down on, that I think that we can see a little bit of a bounce back here for Pittsburgh. So I like them plus 6.5 here.
This is like exactly how I handicap the NFL. It's games like this. Like, I'm looking for that game where everyone has just got the biggest hard on for the Packers because of everything you just said. It's Rodgers. He's at home. They just crushed the Niners. They've got their mojo now, and they beat the Lions. It's the Niners and the Lions, though. And yes, Ben is old, and the Steelers do look bad, but this is just that spot to screw everybody's tickets up. This is that spot. It's like the Raiders Dolphins game. It's like the Jags and the Bengals last night, like you said. So this is one of those games that, like, I've got my eye on you. So I'm with you on this one. Go Steelers. Lions at the Bears. Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh, Higgs. Bears are -3. Totals 41.5. What are we talking about here?
Oh, Bears all day long here, people. You know what? This is now. You talked about like Pitt and me in a spot like this, where everybody's down on them. But how can you not be any more down on Chicago? They had 9 yards last week, and I was all over Cleveland like a bad leisure suit. I'm like, you got a rookie quarterback in the dog pound. Myles Garrett's got a field day. I think he had 19 sacks in that game. I mean, it was a rout. But you know what? He's not going to be behind center this week. Who am I getting? Nick Foles? I don't care. Give me Foles. Give me anybody who started an NFL game over Justin Fields, who people think is the second coming of insert whoever you think the best quarterback is.
Right.
Listen, Detroit coulda, woulda, shoulda won last week. Whatever. I had them plus points. I had the over there. Welcome to the NFL, people. This team, they're like a garbage team. They just put up random points. They got back in that game. I didn't think I was going to get covered with 9. Bears play defense. Always have. We talk about like in the Cardinals on baseball, Steelers defense. There's just teams that just are a certain way. Bears always come out with a solid defense. Dude, Khalil Mack is going to feast on this terrible Detroit offensive line. Goff, we've seen him be bad with a bad head coach. I don't like this head coach out there for them. Guys talk about chewing people's legs. I'm all for being psychotic. I understand. It's football. Let's go chew on. I get it. Let's pee in our pants so guys don't want to block us. Knock yourself out. But he's not a good coach. Give me the Bears. Nagy, here come the vultures around his head. It's out. I mean, they're coming down on Nagy. What are we going to do? Let's buy a field so we can say we're moving. I mean, they're throwing out all kinds of haymakers to get away from me. Bears, 9 yards last week, 26-3 today. It's a blowout city here. Blowout city. Bears all day. Won't be close out of the gate. The first drive down the field for 7. And they'll be like Foles, you know what they call him? Big Nick, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is how he thrives. This is how the guy is. He comes in, nobody's ready for him. Boom, boom, boom. He gets a couple wins under his belt. They'll reel off like 4 in a row, and people will think the Bears are back.
Bears are back. Were the Bears ever here? Did I miss something? Were the Bears here? Because I totally missed them if they were.
They were like Rex Grossman. I mean, Rex Grossman took them to the Super Bowl.
When? I remember that name. Was that the 90s?
I think it was like 2006 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the Super Bowl they lost against Peyton.
Yeah. Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
What about Chicago's team total?
Even better. What is the team total?
22.5. If you think that all they need is 23 points
for the Bears?
For the Bears?
I'd go over that. I think he's going to Foles going to come out and throw 3 touchdown passes. He's a veteran guy. He's got veteran receivers. There's talent there. It's not like they're barren. It's not like a team like, they got guys who can play.
And Montgomery is a pretty decent running back as well.
They are professionals after all. So here's the problem I'm having right now. We have not enough likes for me to do a recap. So if you guys want the recap, you're going to have to hit the like. But otherwise, you could totally just hit rewind and watch the whole thing back. That's cool too. I'll wait until somebody comes up. Just start rolling in. Okay, there's a couple. All right.
I mean,
Okay, we're good here. All right, now you can recap.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about here. You give us good stuff, and we'll give you good stuff right back. Hi, good night, Munchie. Jets. Once you're a jet all the way. That's the thing. Okay, so let's do some recapping. Remember, week 4 NFL, week 5 college ball. Nick Earle, find him at Earle Sports Bets. They have their own channel. Earle Sports Bets is what it's called. So type that into YouTube and then like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notification. Higgs got a little bit more incognito with it. His YouTube channel is Winning Free Picks. You can follow him on Twitter at real_Higgs. And they both sell their premium picks and packages over at picksandparlays.net. When you're there, use the promo code WNBA. That Higgs picked that. He loves it. He's like, you know what it's got to be this week?
Well, the playoffs are going on. The
playoffs are on right now for WNBA. We should give those girls a shout out.
Yeah, which by the way, we're
MMA next week. It'll be their MMA or soccer picks or something for next week.
Which by the way, my brother and I are 6-1-1 since the WNBA playoff started. So,
what was that? You made money on girls playing basketball?
Exactly. We have all season long. We've hit 60% in the WNBA this season.
You don't discriminate about ways to play.
Those lines are those lines are soft as all hell. That's why.
When you wear thongs, you're in sync with people who wear thongs. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. He's too skinny. I couldn't make a bra joke. If it was me, I could say, we're wearing bras or something. But he's a skinny guy.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so let's do a little recap. Syracuse at Florida State. Nick is all over the orange on this one. Take the +5. Arkansas at UGA. Higgs says lay it. Don't get fooled. Everyone's all hyped up about Arkansas right now. Don't be fooled. Lay those 17 points, says Sean Higgs. Steelers are at the Packers, and Nick is all over those Steelers. It's the same thing. This is what Pick and Locks is all about. Not believing the hype, right? Pick and Locks is all about seeing through what everyone out in the public is like, oh, this is so easy. This is a lock. Oh, is it? Talk to me about the Cardinals 2 days ago. Lions at the Bears, Chicago -3. Higgs all over these Bears. He likes the team total over. Nick, 22, did you say?
22.5. That's probably what I'll end up getting to on this game is the Bears team total.
Bears team. I'm going to type it in total over 22.5.
I like it.
So it's in type now. Now it's official. It's solidified.
Now I got to bet it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of surprises coming this week also.
If they win 23-20, you're still going to win.
Yep.
Watch out for Seattle. I like the Seattle side. Do you guys have a feeling on the Seahawks? I'm Seattle.
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards the San Fran on that game, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to betting it. I also don't mind the Kraken tonight, if that's what you're trying to get at, or the Mariners tonight either.
Kraken on the ice.
I've got Mariners first 5 is my last Woody standing. Final
I
2.
have that bet.
The second day in a row, man. I'm 13-0 right now, Higgs. I'm 13-0 right now on my last Woody standing picks. Also, Higgs, you never got your pick in for the last Footy standing contest, by the way.
I'm sorry.
No,
when I roll out, then I go right into looking at football for the week. It's like I gotta start breaking. I forget, it's like I gotta go because I'm like, oh, we got last Woody, let's go there, and then it's like, all right, I have time. Because it's usually about a half hour after my show ends. Yeah. Then I'm like in the notes, and then I'll forget. And then sometimes I pop in the chat, and I'll come in and say, I'll get on my phone and be like, oh my god, it comes up on the notifications because I have it under my the listeners don't show.
Could you click the notification bell for Picks and Parlays? That's what you're supposed to do.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. It's a 3-part process, but once you get all 3 of those things done, you're golden. You're making money. You're making money then. Yeah, it's easy.
But you know what? As a married guy, when the bells go off, it could be a group text from the kids and the wife. It's ignored. Right. They go off. I don't pay attention right away. It's like I don't want to know.
I'm going to tell Esther you said that.
She knows that already because she's like, why are you answering the group text? I'm like, because I do not answer any group texts.
That's fair. I understand that. Don't overthink it.
Pictures. It's like, hey, I miss you guys. All right, well, we're working. What are you doing?
See, this is my things with things like it's a
guaranteed.
New
England.
There we go.
Like that. This is but is it how guaranteed is it if Nick, who's a professional handicapper, says I'm not going near the Bucks, I'd rather take the Pats. Higgs, what would your pick? Higgs, what would your play on this one be? Are you going Bucks or are you going?
I got a top 10 star on this game.
Oh, a top 10 star.
A
I'm
big
just
money
paying
bomb
off it.
on-
I
on
don't
that.
care. That's how I feel. Not
I just
enough
feel-
dollars on Seattle defense.
You know how I roll out when people come in, like even a name like picking locks, people can come in and be like, "Oh, it's a lock," but it's not. We're trying to go opposite of that. Like we're going to go. These picks are going to be opposite of like what the public thinks. This is everybody's thinking weren't that. We're going to go the opposite.
Yeah, these are the plays we'll give out during the week, and half our audience, more than half our audience, will call us crazy, and then we'll cash, and then we'll wonder how crazy we actually are.
Yep.
No way, Jaguars. Jags.
I never wonder how crazy I am because I know exactly how crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what my friend psychiatrist says. He knows exactly how crazy I am.
But all right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us. If you haven't hit the like button already, do us a solid and hit that like. We hope this information has been helpful to. That's a Nick Earle thing. That's from watching your videos. If this information is helpful to you at all, please hit the like button. That's from watching Nick Earle videos right there. We know that already, Tim. You didn't have to put that in writing. We got that. I'll sign off on it. Not interested in the Bucks. Me neither. I don't care. Too much hype. All right, guys. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I'm not crazy. I'm going to watch it. My job requires me to watch games like that.
Yeah, and then just take a shot every single time they mention this is Tom Brady's return to New England.
Oh my God.
And you won't remember the game.
I wouldn't even make it past like
halftime.
Kickoff. Yeah, kickoff.
That'll be like 6 minutes into the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is Brady's return. Damn it.
You told us not to overthink it, and here you are telling us to think about it. Babe, we got this, dude. We got this. This is what we do. We got this. Okay.
Magneto. Isn't that like an X-Men character? Magneto?
Yeah, Magneto is actually the villain who sucked out Wolverine's adamantium skeleton. He sucked it out through his pores, and it took like 4 comic books to explain the amount of pain that Wolverine was in as he did that. It's like one of the like solid things of my childhood that I will always remember is reading that series of books, and it was intense.
Oh,
I don't remember that.
That's Magneto. Yeah. But it's cool. I like Magneto. That's fine. But that's who he is. Okay, guys. Love you. Thank you for watching. Hit the like if you haven't already. And good luck this weekend. Okay, you'll see. All right. If they win, rock and roll. But guess what's not going to happen? I'm not going to lose money on that. I'm not going to bet on it. So there's that. I am a comic nerd. I'm totally. I made Tim sit through my whole. Look at this. I made Tim sit through my entire collection.
That was
like
me.
Star
That was
Wars.
me.
Nick. No, I made Nick. Sorry. Yeah. Look, I got Lando with his cape. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I got them all with their clothes on though too. Where's my Darth? Yeah, but anyway, and I got Chris Mullins' autograph on my Final Four ticket from.
Hold on. Do you have the Darth Vader where the lightsaber slides out of his hand?
You know what? My Luke, my like Luke, his lightsaber broke out of his hand. Look, remember that guy?
Luke.
He's got the little hole there.
That's not in good shape. Hold on.
Vader. Cape.
Where this is gonna here's our almost adulting side portion of the show.
Oh, Texas Longhorns. What do you think about the Texas Longhorns? I'm not thrilled.
I bet them.
Okay.
Yeah, my number for that game. Let me get up my notes here. I can get up that game.
You do that. I'm gonna play toys.
I have Texas power ranked at -8.5 over TCU. I bet them at -4.
Look how old school that is. That's the Lone Ranger right there, gentlemen. That's old school stuff. All right. Higgs has to show us things.
Hold on. See, unlike you, I keep mine. These are from 1980. They have like a little time. I got them in little Ziplocs. Let me find a good Darth Vader.
And I have the baby. Nick's like, can I go now? And I have
Leia.
baby ones.
Is that Ted Fortuna?
Leia. I don't have a Leia. I got Boba and Jenga, though.
Look at this.
See what you started, Tim. See what you started.
Hold on. I got them in little Ziploc bags so they don't get bad.
The only comic book I kept was The Death of Superman.
Here we go. Look at this little Jawa here.
Important. You got a Java. I love that.
I still got the little gun.
Remember, we couldn't figure out who he was yesterday, but Nick figured
He's
it
a pod
out.
racer.
Yeah, he's from Return of the Jedi.
No, Pod Racers was Phantom Menace.
He was one of the pod racers.
No, he wasn't. The 3-eyed guy? No. So you guys are, you're young.
Too old to be a pod racer. They're like, yay, Star Wars. Well, you guys are in the circle. Figure it out.
So now we have to end the show with May the Force be with you.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous of my boba. Hold on, where's my camera?
I have that boba. I got two. Look, I got that boba. One's boba, one's Jenga. He doesn't look. When I put mine up, he doesn't look. It's not fair.
All right, fine.
Here we go. Hold on.
I'm gonna beat you, Tom Brady. No, I'm gonna beat you, Bill Belichick.
All right,
so look at me like I'm nuts.
Fine. Ready?
Oh wait, that's not the good. That's not the good.
Here we go. Then I'll break out mine. I have yet to put this on camera at all.
Oh, that's so cool! I want that. Jar Jar Binks is the worst thing that ever happened to Star Wars. Don't say
it. More Jar Jar. So yeah, this is my Star Wars.
That's so cool.
So here we got. Look at this. Look at this. And it comes out.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Tim. My brother just threw this at me.
Oh, R2. He's my favorite.
My son's looking at me like I'm nuts. Like, what the heck's going on here? I thought you were talking to Cameron.
Did you see that meme that Jar Jar or that R2D2 is like the most crude character ever in a movie because they bleeped out every word he ever said?
Yeah, they beeped him.
But see, he did have a lightsaber. It's just it's broken.
Yeah, but that's
unbelievable.
I should, if all the games go down this weekend, I could sell all my original 1983s.
To make up
for the
that.
80s too. That's just it. I'm old enough to have toys from the 80s.
How about 77?
No, I don't have that. No.
Look at this Han Solo.
I'm not that old. Oh, I have a Han, but he's in his gear. Isn't that Han, Nick?
No,
that may be Hoth. Right? Yeah, that may
no, that's Luke.
That's Luke. Yeah, no. Sorry, it was blurry.
Your Han on Hoth was in this one. This is your Han from Hoth in blue.
That's the one I have. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, him. See?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tim says next time skip this football and go right to Star Wars.
Right to the Star Wars figures.
Yeah, well, welcome to the Star Wars version of almost adulting now.
The best part is we've only lost 2 viewers at this point. The people care.
Oh,
I don't have Leia though. I totally want a Leia.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away.
Remember in Spaceballs, he's like, "Did you see me? No, sir. I did not see you playing with your dolls. They're not dolls. They're action figures." That's cool. I saw George Lucas action figure. I think he was dressed as a stormtrooper.
Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
I've got those.
Oh, the uniform.
Okay.
Parlays
got this. Like you tell us all, make educated picks. We're on 2 different teams. Like me and the Morning Woodies, who went 5-0 last week. We're one team, and then Higgs and Nick and Tim and Craig Trapp and Scott Rickenbaugh and Nick Parsons are another team, and they went 1-4 last week. So
it's a fluke week.
I have to win.
I'm not saying somebody's better than someone else. I'm just saying that we're better than them last week.
The 3 picks that my brother and I have put in have gone down to either overtime or last-second heartbreaking losses. It's been ridiculous.
Oh, so they didn't? Okay. Got it. Horseshoes and hand grenades, sweetheart. Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
You guys know I have.
It's week 3. Just give them time. The amateurs will fall.
It's week 4, but you guys know I have
3 weeks
utmost respect for you.
Dude, there's a guy. I think there's a guy who's 17-1 already out of the gate or something like that. I mean,
crap. Huh.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
So
he's due for a loss. That's what I heard. So he's due for a loss. All right, my cat's got to get out this door. He's going to eat through my carpet or something. All right, guys.
Nice.
Thank y'all so much for watching and for watching our Star Wars showcase. That was enjoyable for me. Hope it was enjoyable for you. All right, guys, let's make some money this weekend. Go easy. Don't bet your house on anything. Don't parlay 6 teams on one ticket.
No, 12. Come on. You got to do 12 leg parlays like Lex Steele.
6 minimum. 6 minimum. Yeah.
6 minimums. Okay.
That's just it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the picks and the info. Good luck in the Circa contest this weekend. I hope we both go 5-0.
Take it easy.
Bye, guys.